about, because you will be able to identify butterfly at least from the family. Now when ma'am discussed little bit like about the mimicry and confusion about the butterfly, so in center you can see the common crow butterfly male, and you just see carefully the wing pattern, the wing pattern and other butterflies wing pattern, they look similar but they are not similar. अगर आप zoom करोगे, when you will zoom it out, तो कॉमन क्रो के इधर लेफ्ट में है, कॉमन क्रो के जो लेफ्ट में है वो स्वालो टेल फैमिली के बटरफ्लाई है. दिस इज पेपिलो ड्रेविड्रम मालाबार raven butterfly. This I clicked in Amboli in Mumbai. I don't think you will be able to see. And on top common mime butterfly Papilio cletia. ठीक है, दिस इज दे बोथ आर swallowtail butterfly but they are mimicking common crow. Why they mimic common crow? Because common crow is a poisonous butterfly. Why the butterfly is a poisonous? Because when they feed on the poisonous or milky sap plants, they are kind of unpalatable for the predators. So other butterfly mimic the poisonous butterflies, so because of the predators. So if the predators will see these butterfly, this palatable butterfly, but their wing patterns are similar, so they will not eat it thinking that it is a poisonous butterfly. So that is known as Batesian mimicry. So when you mimic like a dangerous person, but you are not a dangerous person, so other people will not harm you or not bully you, but you are just mimicking. So that is how. And on this, on left we see, on right we saw this female great egg fly. Female great egg fly we saw with four blue moon, which I talked about, blue moon butterfly, four white patches and blue lights color patterns on that, and that is the female great egg fly. So all these butterfly look similar, so people get confused when you are new in the butterfly field. Next slide. So now we will talk about this the other mimicry very fast. So on top you see that on top both sides, those are the poisonous butterfly, common rose and crimson rose. First one is crimson rose and second one is common rose. Though you can see the dark color on their wings, and even their bodies are red, But in bottom, if you will see that both are common Mormon butterfly, but both have the wing pattern. You see carefully. One common Mormon looks like a crimson rose, the red color on bottom hind wing, and on top, the forewing also have this white, white this patches, white streaks. In the same way, common rose, here you can see common rose. The same mimicking pattern, this common Mormon, stitches form. This mimics. Only difference is the body is the black. The poisonous butterfly body is a red, which crimson rose and common rose, and the common Mormon body is a black. So this is also one kind of mimicry. Next slide also is about mimicry. I will go fast. We saw in Nymphalidae family butterfly. This is the a plain tiger. Plain tiger eat on the plain tiger's caterpillar eat on the milkweed family plant. Giant milkweed. So on top you can see that on the left side it is a palm fly female butterfly, and only female mimics. Why female mimics? Look, female do not do mud puddling. Female mimic to save themselves from predators, because female lives are very important in the natural world to carry their genetics, to carry their population, to increase their population ahead. If the predator will eat them, so how they will lay eggs and how their generation will go ahead, or how their numbers will increase. So on left side you saw that palm fly butterfly, and on right side you see that this Dinard egg fly. जैसे great egg fly थी female हमने देखा था उधर common crow को mimic कर रहे थे. They are not poisonous. Even Dinard egg fly is not poisonous, but this mimics the plain tiger, which is poisonous. So now next slide. Here we see that common पेरिडी butterflies of the area. पेरिडी butterfly जैसे हमने कहा whites and yellows, तो फर्स्ट बटरफ्लाई इज वेस्टर्न व्हाइट एल्बेट्रॉस, ये सब मेरे डेटा है। एंड उसके बॉटम में है लेमन एमिग्रेंट बटरफ्लाई। लेमन एमिग्रेंट के भी दो फॉर्म होते, मॉटल एमिग्रेंट एंड लेमन एमिग्रेंट, फॉर्म नहीं, सब स्पीशी। And then nearby the lemon emigrant, we have common grass yellow. Common grass yellow you will see very commonly flying here and there because of the host plant is like in monsoon it is everywhere, growing everywhere. So this is common grass yellow. On top of common grass yellow, we have salmon Arab butterfly, small salmon Arab. So there is a male and female both. You can see they are just sitting on line. And near the salmon Arab, there is a white kind of butterfly which is known as the psyche butterfly, because वो एकदम psychic की तरफ fly करती है, एकदम उसके flying patterns एकदम irregular होते हैं. That is why the name is psyche butterfly. And on bottom of the psyche there is the Jezebel butterfly, Indian Jezebel. This butterfly was in the race of the national butterfly of India. There are 3-4 butterfly who got nominated for the national butterfly of India. So this is one butterfly. Voting has not finished yet, so it has not been decided which butterfly is the national butterfly of India, but this was in the race. So this is Peridae family, white and yellow. Next slide. मैं अभी शॉर्ट कर दिया मैंने, तो इट इज अ लाइसेनिडी बटरफ्लाई जिसको कि ब्लू फैमिली बोलते हैं. तो ब्लू फैमिली में देखो, मतलब फॉर द लेमैन इट विल बी वेरी हार्ड टू identify blue family butterfly. When butterfly is big, you will be able to identify when they are flying in the field. When they are tiny, like you will even after clicking the picture, will not be able to identify. So first one is a common cerulean butterfly that lay eggs on the Pongmia plant. So ma'am, this is kind of butterfly gardening also I am covering. This bottom of the common cerulean mating butterfly. This is a lesser grass yellow from my society only. So these butterfly lays in eggs on the wild weed, the lesser grass yellow or darker grass yellow, grass blue. So this lesser grass blue butterfly or darker grass blue butterfly or pale grass blue butterfly, they lays eggs on very wild monsoon weeds available, and the finding the egg and caterpillar is so difficult, like it is impossible. I myself not found till now. And on top again, near the common cerulean, on top you see red Pierrot. Red Pierrot is a very common butterfly in Mumbai, and they lay eggs on bryophyllum, and they are very easy to raise. They're very easy to see their life cycle. You can buy any bryophyllum plant and you can keep in your place in balcony or any area where you want to make a butterfly garden. So that butterfly will come and lay eggs in your area if you have the biodiversity in your area. If you do not have lot of chemical pollution, so the butterfly will certainly come and lay eggs. And on bottom of the red Pierrot, it is the hedge blue butterfly. Hedge blue butterfly is also on the host plant. You see, this is the Cassia fistula plant, I guess, or a copper pod plant. Copper pod plant, commonly known as copper pod. It is a tree. It is not plant. It is a huge tree, and it is found everywhere in Mumbai. Like copper pod, I see everywhere. Like this grows as avenue tree, and the butterflies are so tiny, and even the egg and caterpillar so tiny that you will not be able to see by your naked eyes. So this is the hedge blue butterfly. On again near the common red Pierrot, which has this orange color. उसके बगल में इधर साइड में राइट साइड में है ग्राम ब्लू बटरफ्लाई. ग्राम ब्लू बटरफ्लाई lays eggs on the very much leguminous family plants like beans हुआ, आपने जैसे सब्जियां उगाई हैं, you are growing some vegetables in a vegetable garden, और इन मॉनसून किसी ने चने वने फेंके हैं तो उसमें से चना उग गया, मूंग, it is growing wildly. So they lay eggs on those plants, flowers, and from that you can do the life cycle of that butterfly. Sorry. So that is the gram blue butterfly. You can see the wing pattern and metallic color on the dots, like on hind wing you can see the two metallic color. Now on bottom of the gram blue, you see the cycad blue. तो लुथ्रोट्स पांडवा भी कहते हैं इसको साइंटिफिकली. सो वेरी लेमैन और कॉमन पीपल विल गेट कंफ्यूज्ड अ लॉट. दोनों तो सेम दिख रहे हैं, क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों बटरफ्लाई में. तो आखिर क्या, लेकिन यू इफ यू विल सी केयरफुली देयर आर विंग पैटर्न very clearly different, distinct wing pattern. In the cycad blue, there is no metallic thing sheen. In the gram blue, metallic sheen is there. In the likewise, the this dots and lines you can see they're very different. So when you go into the butterfly, there are very much ID keys and different identity to identify butterflies. Next slide we will go again. We will see some Lycaenidae. So Lycaenidae, first we will go. You see that top darker cerulean. Earlier we talked about common cerulean. This is darker cerulean mating. You can see they are mating. So mating pair and they look so this beautiful. And darker cerulean matlab they have the different ID key for that. And on bottom of darker cerulean we have the monkey puzzle butterfly. Why monkey puzzle? I don't know why its name is monkey puzzle, but this butterfly lays eggs on this Ixora plant. Ixora is a very beautiful butterfly nectar plant. Adult butterfly come and nectar on the Ixora flowers. Ixora bloom in bunches, tubulars flower, tiny cluster of tubular flowers. We see the Ixora flowers come in the bunches. So on the Ixora flower plant, this butterfly lays eggs, and I did the life cycle from the My Society only. So this is monkey puzzle. This looks very distinct, no? Lycaenidae की family में ये जो monkey puzzle, that looks very different, So in the same way, Lycaenidae में बहुत सारे very different हैं. Otherwise, majority of butterflies are brown from the closed wings, and on top it will be metallic blue. So now on bottom we see sunbeam butterfly. Sunbeam, you see the sunbeam butterfly, it's completely white and legs are red, but when it open its wings, upper wings, the upper wings are red, completely red. So sunbeam lays eggs on the karanj plant, Pongmia. So I'm talking about the plants also. So here even the on top sunbeam के top पे जो lime blue है, lime blue butterfly lays eggs on lime plant. Lime blue, उसके नाम में ही ये plant का नाम. So lime blue lays eggs on the lime plant, and some sunbeam lays eggs on the, you can write it down also, Pongmia or Karanj plant. In the same way, you can see in nearby, lime blue, ये forget me not है, forget me not. And on the plant, किस plant पे वो बैठी, even mother butterfly है, she is going to lay eggs. So when I was running behind, and you can see that predators ने इसको attack किया है, but predators do not eat wings. लेकिन वो wings से उसे पकड़ते हैं, वो उनका abdomen और body खाते हैं predators. So wings, देखो, you see the wings are damaged. Even wings are damaged, mother butterfly or male butterfly, they are able to live and live their whole life, because पूरा wing, जब तक पूरा wing नहीं खराब हो गया है, they are okay with. थोड़ा सा wing कटा है तो not very issue. So and on bottom, the last butterfly you see, this is this line blue butterfly, line blue. This is lime, not lime, Lime, Line, line blue butterfly, and that is on the wild विलायती चिंच बोलते हैं ना मराठी में, विलायती चिंच, इसको हिंदी में जंगल जलेबी बोलते हैं. And on that butterfly, Pithabils dilse, something scientific name is there. So on that, it is nectaring. So that is the nectar plant also, the flowers. And on that, lot of butterfly lays eggs also. So you can write down the Vilayati chinch name. Now we will go on the next slide. Choosing site for the butterfly garden. Look, my butterfly garden was on window. Currently, my butterfly garden, like my building is getting renovated. My building is all over the bamboo and bamboo structure, and they have removed the plants प्लांट उन्होंने रिमूव कर दिया है फॉर बिकॉज कि बट हमारा बिल्डिंग खराब ना हो जाए, फैसेट खराब ना हो जाए, फॉर एवरीथिंग. So butterfly garden has been removed from my 13th floor apartment. So still like I have looked whatever data I had recorded in my phone, because from DSLR window में pictures लेना with lot of plants and झुर्म पूरा it was like a forest. So I used to click pictures from my mobile or record videos. So I posted it on my Instagram account while butterfly is flying and trying to lay eggs. Lot of videos are available. Even the details are also available. So for the butterfly garden, we need sunlight. To grow any plant, we all know we need sunlight. But for butterfly, why we need sunlight? Because flowers bloom when the sunlight is there. And butterflies are cold-blooded creatures, cold-blooded. So they need sun warmth, to be active, to do their activity. When it's cold in Mumbai, it's a humid and tropical climate. So, it's always hot. But for any making the butterfly garden, any space, if you have not sunlight, your plant will not thrive. When your plant will not thrive, you will not have the flowers, and you will not have the good lush healthy growth of the plant. So how you will expect biodiversity to come there? So butterfly garden should have the this good sunlight, and you can make a place for the mud puddling. I'm talking about the open places, like kahin se bhi thoda sa chota sa dig kar diya, like a pit or like a puddle site, and you fill it with sands and little soil mixed in, and then you put water in. तो it should not be very watery, जैसे कि उसमें छप 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 ऐसे कर सके पड़ल जैसा, but it should be like with sand. Water will be always there, and when it is getting dry, you can again fill it up. So it will be mud puddling site for the butterflies. And now we anywhere we are making the butterfly garden, we need to study the native plants of the area. Now many people think that कि अच्छा अभी बटरफ्लाई गार्डन बनाना है तो ऑलरेडी जो प्लांट्स हैं या जो हमारे अभी जंगली ग्रोथ हो गए हैं, we need to remove. No, lot of Hesperidae butterfly lays eggs on the wild grasses. जो grasses हम देखते हैं, lot of grasses we see in the monsoon. So on those grasses, this butterfly lays eggs and they complete their life cycle. So we need to study the native plants of that area and let that plant be. If any, and even you are doing in a balcony garden, so whatever plant you are growing, do not remove the weeds. Like when you grow garden anywhere, you see the weeds are coming up. Weeds are coming up, it does not mean that you need to remove it and it is being competitive to your already growing plants. No, those weeds are for some purpose. Nature has given the weeds for some purpose. So if you're into butterfly gardening, you must be attentive towards your weeds. Now, observation of present butterflies in the area. Before making the butterfly garden, you must make a list of the areas, list of the butterflies you see every day. Like you go 30 minutes around 7 to 10 p.m. 7 to 10 p.m. is an ideal time for the butterfly to see, because when they bask in the sunlight, they go on the flower to nectar. So 7 to 10 p.m. you can go in any nearby wild areas in your society garden, any wild wild park or any place nearby your area where you want to make a butterfly garden, or in your house you make to butterfly garden. So you have to understand the diversity of butterfly and if the biodiversity is available or not. And you make the list of the butterfly, you click pictures, you make data, all these things. So then we will discuss the plants. What are the plants to keep for the butterfly gardening? So butterflies are cold-blooded, so sunny place should be must. So to see the butterfly from 7 to 10 or 11 p.m., it is ideal to see butterfly because the sun is not too harsh because they're cold-blooded. So after 12 and 11, it will be too hot to for the butterflies also, because they're cold blooded, so they cannot tolerate even too much heat. Next slide. So here I have included some of the plant which I observed in my on my window itself, and I'm going to tell you names of the plant. If you know already the plant name, so that is good, but I'm again going to tell you the plant name. So here first picture is this touch me not, so touch me not, have this butterfly, because common plant I have already told you, this lemon and curry leaves, and for the common mormon and lime butterfly, lime swallowtail. But these are the plant where ixora. I talked about ixora. Ixora is a host for this plant. This butterfly, monkey puzzle, and monkey puzzle. You see how colorful that butterfly was. And ixora is the best plant for even the mother butterfly for nectaring. Mother or like father, anyone, male or female, any butterfly can come for the nectar. If you do not have the flowers, butterfly would not come, even to lay eggs. So you need to have flowers, and for flowers you must have the sunlight, minimum 2 to 3 hours sunlight, minimum 1 to 3 hours sunlight is a minimum sunlight to have. तो सेकंड पिक्चर इज ऑफ ixora. ऑन ixora के टॉप में हमने पिंक कलर के फ्लावर्स देखे, दैट पिंक फ्लावर टच मी नॉट. On that Lycaenidae family butterfly lay eggs, and nearby you see the seeds. You see and you identify the seed, that is abrus plant. उसको रत्ती या गूंज भी कहते हैं लोकल लैंग्वेज में. तो रत्ती या गूंज पौधे पे 2-3 तरह की बटरफ्लाई अंडे देती है, and that is nectar plant also. uski flowers, the flowers of the ratti or gunj, they are very good nectar flower. Why? Because the flowers are very tiny and small, and on the flowers and the fruits and the leaves, sunbeam butterfly lays eggs, and some zebra blue butterfly lays eggs. So that is, I have included host and nectar both. These plants which you see in this slide, they even are good for the flowers, are good for the mother butterfly, and even some of the mother butterfly come and lay eggs on these flowers for their caterpillar to eat these plants and flowers. So this on bottom of the abrus ratti plant and ratti seed, you can see this Sita Ashok. Ashoka is a very good host plant. Ashoka, the sea, you can write it down also. तो अशोका हम देखते हैं कि अशोका पौधे जो है वो बहुत सारे मुंबई में है ऑलरेडी. लॉट ऑफ अशोका प्लांट्स आर देयर इन मुंबई, and that is why common jay and tailed jay butterfly you will be able to see everywhere flying, and they fly very fast. In the same way, this is the Sita Ashok. अशोका जो आप देखते हो वो फॉल्स अशोक है. फॉल्स अशोक मतलब नकली अशोक, उसको हाइब्रिड करके बनाया गया है. एंड दिस इज सीता अशोक. सीता अशोक इज अ रियल अशोक प्लांट जो कि एकदम ट्री जैसा होता है. दैट द कैनोपी इज वेरी ह्यूज, एंड कैनोपी इज नॉट ग्रोइंग वेरी टॉल ओनली. इट इज लाइक अ रियल ट्री कैनोपी, that is known as a Sita Ashok, and this is the flower bunch of the Sita Ashok. तो एक्सोरा के भी फूल आते हैं तो ऐसे ही दिखते हैं, और ये सीता अशोक के भी. एंड आप देख रहे हो कि ऑल दोज फ्लावर्स which is very much popular among the butterfly for nectar are tubular flowers. Tubular, and cluster flowers. The flower मतलब एक पूरा bunch of the flower है. वो एक फ्लावर सिंगल जैसे रोज या वो मोगरा ऐसा नहीं है, वो पूरा ट्यूबुलर है. ये बहुत सारे टाइनी फ्लावर्स को मिला के एक फ्लावर क्लस्टर बना. So those kind of flowers are very much loved by the butterflies. And now in next you see the common mormon nectaring on kadamba, that is real kadam. और एक हम कदम देखते हैं येलो जो कि वो रहता है बड़ा big kadam fruit. That is not real kadam. That is kadam, but that is not real. So this is real kadam tree, And even that kadam also invite the commander butterfly, lay eggs, for laying eggs. So you can write it down, kadam tree, even the real and this wild kadam tree, this hybrid kadam tree में जिस कृष्णा का देखते हैं कि वो बड़े बड़े कदम के फ्रूट होते हैं येलो येलो, तो वो कदम जो है, एंड दिस कदम, दिस इज द वाइल्ड एंड नेटिव रियल कदम. So both kadam, the flowers are the nectar for the butterflies, and on the leaves, butterfly lays eggs. Which butterfly? Commander butterfly. Commander butterfly कौन से butterfly? Nymphalidae. Nymphalidae family की butterfly है, and that is the, उसके wings बड़े होते हैं, blue और white की तरह छोटे नहीं है, वो बड़े ही है. बट स्वालो टेल इतने बड़े नहीं है, बट लेकिन बड़े, काफी बड़े होते हैं. एंड कमांडर की पिक्चर मैंने निम्फलिडी स्लाइड में दिखाई थी. एंड बॉटम में येलो फ्लावर्स है, लेंटाना कामरा. सो लेंटाना इज अ इन्वेसिव प्लांट. ग्राउंड में जनरली लोग कहते हैं नहीं लगाना चाहिए क्योंकि ये इंडिया के नेटिव नहीं है. सो मेनी पीपल अवॉइड नॉन नेटिव प्लांट्स टू. दैट इज वाई मैंने यहाँ स्लाइड जो बनाया नेटिव प्लांट का बनाया मोस्टली. ये लेंटाना नॉन नेटिव है, इसको ब्रिटिशर्स ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया था. सो लेंटाना, बट इसके ट्यूबुलर फूल है और इसमें बहुत खूबसूरत सुगंध भी आती है. तो ये दिस lantana is also very much loved by the butterflies. If you want to, but और lantana के फ्लावर पे some silver butterfly lays eggs, you know. So these all butterfly plant, you see the flowers, which is the, and I give you the names also, and in next slide I have written the names also. Their only names are there. So these are the, I have uh, given you name. I hope that you've written the names. So these are the plant on which butterfly nectar and some butterfly lays eggs. And I have given the butterfly names also. Every plant. If you were if you this slide you can make it big and you can take a screenshot and you can keep it for reference, you know. So host plant एकदम background में होंगे host plant तो चलेगा, and background में ही होने चाहिए. But if you are making a butterfly, हाँ. सो अगर होस्ट प्लांट आपके पीछे भी रहेंगे तो चलेगा, लेकिन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट जो नेक्टर प्लांट है, दैट शुड बी इन फ्रंट, यू नो. दैट शुड बी फोकस ऑफ योर बटरफ्लाई गार्डन. Look, I had a butterfly garden at my 13th floor, and I was growing lantana. And what I did, that my all flowers were growing outside of the window. Even I had the pigeon net installed. So here I am talking about focus, you know, focusing on the butterfly gardening in Mumbai, in an apartment flat. Okay. So in apartment flat, apartment window, apartment balcony, we have a pigeon problem. They do not let the plant grow. तो फिशनेट हम लगा देते हैं, लेकिन जहां प्लांट रखा आपने वहां को थोड़ा फिशनेट ऐसे थोड़ा काट के एंड उसके स्टेम्स को बाहर भेज दीजिए. रूट विल बी इनसाइड and your plant pot will be inside, लेकिन बाहर चले जाएंगे, stems will be outside. So stems outside होके what happens, that will be visible for the butterfly, visible for the butterflies, so that butterflies can see that you have the flower, you have the plant, and they will come on your window, even any height you are living in. So here, host plant should always be in background and flowering plant should be in front. Now, जो लाइफ साइकिल है जो बटरफ्लाईज के, वो अपने आप मदर बटरफ्लाई अगर फ्लावर का नेक्टर लेने आएगी, क्योंकि लुक मदर बटरफ्लाई गेट एग्जॉस्टेड, so she needs food for herself. So when she will come for nectar at your window, balcony, anywhere you are growing those flowers, lantana, exora, flowers के और भी नाम मैंने नीचे लिखे हैं, तो वो flowers के लिए वो butterfly mom आएंगी, and then she will touch other plants also. She's not, she's very intelligent. So she will touch other plant by her legs, and she knows instantly that कि अच्छा यहाँ तो host plant भी है and I need to lay eggs. So वो eggs भी host plant है अगर आपके पास तो उस पे eggs भी देंगे. तो जो common host plant है, क्या हमने बताया था, अशोका. अशोका आप नहीं ग्रो कर सकते, लेकिन सीता अशोक भी ग्रो नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन अपने सोसाइटी के आसपास कंपाउंड में देख सकते हैं. करी लीव्स आप ग्रो कर सकते हैं, कस्टर्ड एप्पल ग्रो कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अशोका पे, ऑन अशोका कॉमन जे एंड टेल जे बटरफ्लाई ले. एंड लाइकवाइज कस्टर्ड एप्पल पे माय ओन, मेरा अपना डॉक्यूमेंट है, अभी मैं पोस्ट करूंगी कुछ दिनों में, कि टेल्ड जे बटरफ्लाई आके अंडे दिया मेरे कस्टर्ड एप्पल प्लांट पे, and not one, 8 to 10 eggs she laid, and I didn't see when she laid. I was just checking on the plant, and my building in my my building is getting painted. My my building is getting painted, so most of the plants I have removed. Only custard apple and lemon and some plants I've kept, एंड उसको मैं कैसे भी करके मैंने रखा है अपनी विंडो पे. सो आई सॉ दैट टाइनी टाइनी एग्स ऑन माई प्लांट कस्टर्ड एप्पल. Likewise for the tailed jay and common जो butterfly, you can grow even चंपा, जो सोन चाफा कहते हैं ना, सोन चाफा. So that plant is a also very good host plant for the tailed jay and common jay butterfly. Likewise we can grow this citrus, नींबू. जैसे कि जो भी नींबू आप खाओ, एक पॉट में उसकी सैपलिंग बनाने, put that seed in a pot. So you will have the lemon plant in 3-4 years, not for the lemon in expectation of lemon, but for the butterflies. एंड देन यू कैन हैव ब्रायोफिलम, जैसे मैंने बताया कि रेड पियरो के लिए ब्रायोफिलम. ब्रायोफिलम पे रेड पियरो लेज एग्स लाइक इनसेन, दे बिकेम इन्वेसिव, तो मेरे विंडो गार्डन 13 फ्लोर पे रेड पियरो एवरी टाइम दे वर ब्रीडिंग, एवरी टाइम लाइक ऑल ओवर द ईयर. सो यू कैन हैव द ब्रायोफिलम लाइक कलांचे प्लांट हुआ, और जो किडनी स्टोन के लिए पत्थर चट्टा बोलते हैं, दैट प्लांट. So these plants you can grow for host. Guava hai, and then again you can grow this Vataka volvulus. That is the wild plant. Very few nursery keeps it. So only common plant I'm going to नर्सरी. अभी इतना बटरफ्लाई गार्डनिंग का अवेयरनेस नहीं है कि वो पूरे वाइल्ड और बहुत सारे प्लांट्स वो रखते हों. तो एक्सोरा ऑल्सो होस्ट प्लांट भी, नेक्टर प्लांट भी है, तो वो यू कीप इट मस्ट. एंड देन फ्लावर्स के लिए हम क्या क्या रख सकते हैं, एंड देन टच मी नॉट आप रखो.
I think the speaker has lost the network. She will join back.
I think Sandhya, you can scroll her slides so that acha, she has come. See, we have a limited time for Zoom, Sandhya. Have you messaged ma'am about it? Ma'am, you're on mute. Priyanka, ma'am, you're on mute.
So likewise, I have given here the plant's name, and these are the very important nectar plant and host plant also. So these plants are easily you can grow in your space. Like I said, custard apple and sonchafa and all these plants. So these plants you can grow in your balcony. Citrus, curry leaves, bryophyllum, likewise custard apple and all these. And this salmon arab का तो automatic मेरे यहाँ आ गया था. And then you can put lot of rotten fruits in a plate and उसको जैसे बर्ड फीडर की तरह टांगते हैं ना, तो बर्ड फीडर वाले में नहीं टांगेंगे, नेट वाले वो आते हैं पेन स्टैंड्स, तो उसमें रोटन फ्रूट्स करके टांग देंगे आप बाहर, आप हैंग कर दोगे. व्हेन यू विल hang it, so you can observe that lot of butterfly come on the nectar, this rotten fruit also. So that will be a one kind to make a butterfly garden. And उसमें कटिंग जो भी आपका बटरफ्लाई गार्डन है, जैसे कि मॉनसून के बाद पौधे बहुत ज्यादा बड़े हो जाते हैं और कुछ घास और बहुत सारी चीजें निकल आती हैं, तो यू डू नॉट हैव टू रिमूव इट. बिफोर रिमूविंग यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल, यू हैव टू चेक. And soil के लिए भी, for soil you need to check and you need to make compost and you need to make soil very fine and very loose to grow butterfly garden. Otherwise जो soil लाल मिट्टी की तरह कड़क होके पूरा सूख जाता है, तो उस तरह से बटरफ्लाई गार्डन बहुत थ्राइव नहीं करेगा and it will be not lush. Next slide we will have butterfly care. क्या बटरफ्लाई, जैसे कि कोई कैटरपिलर आपको मिला तो उसका केयर कैसे करें. Generally you can if you have a caterpillar, you know the plant name, तो you buy the plant from the nursery and उस plant पे ही आप caterpillar को पालो, लेकिन in your house lizards से सब नहीं होने चाहिए. लेकिन if you have not expert in, you have doubt, तो you can put a shoe box, उसमें वो करके क्या कहते हैं, या big container, पेट बॉक्स लाइक पीईटी कंटेनर प्लास्टिक के, और उसमें छोटे छोटे टाइनी होल्स करके और उसमें टिश्यू पेपर रख के आप उसमें कैटरपिलर को रख सकते हो, फ्रेश लीव्स दे सकते हो. तो ये स्लाइड में मैंने बताया है कि किस तरह से आपको करना है और बहुत ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना है. उसकी पूप क्लीन कर देंगे आप टाइम टाइम पे, but you should not disturb or touch the caterpillar because caterpillars are very fragile and they are very sensitive. So you can click picture of this slide also. It talks about everything which we talked about butterfly life cycle कैसे करना है, उसका पूरा written इसमें है. And then we have the question answer also कि अगर प्यूपा गिर जाता है, बटरफ्लाई लाइफ साइकिल आप कर रहे हो, प्यूपा बना रहा है और वो गिर गया, तो क्या करना है. तो कुछ नहीं करना है, धीरे से, मतलब बिल्कुल बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर दिए बगैर यू हैव टू पुट दैट प्यूपा और इन मेकिंग, और बना रहा है तभी और कभी भी व्हेन यू सॉ इट देन पुट इट ऑन टिश्यू पेपर, ओके, एंड दैट विल मेक अ प्यूपा. इट विल नॉट बी disturbed or it will not die then. And again many people ask me, जैसे कि क्रिसलिस जो प्यूपा है काला हो गया तो क्या करना है. तो प्यूपा काला हो गया मतलब कि बटरफ्लाई निकलने वाली है, लेकिन इफ ये 10-15 दिन से ज्यादा हो गया प्यूपा काला, तो इसका मतलब प्यूपा इज अ डेड इनसाइड, कुछ पैरासाइट अटैक हुआ है या समथिंग हैपेंस. So this slide is also important. You can click the screenshot of it and you can keep it with you for your future